So the first step what we are doing is we will densify the solid electrolyte. So we inserted the bottom plate. We'll insert the current collector. And this is the solid electrolyte which we have already weighed earlier. We'll put this powder. We'll put the pistol, and with this hydraulic press we are going to densify it. Make sure it's always in the center. Tighten it. And this will take up to 1 tons. So when the shows around 1 tons, let it rest for around maybe 1 to 2 minutes and let it densify. So the main role here is the powder that we are pressing. We are just making sure that it's dense enough so that during the charge discharge charging process there is no movement or transportation of the lithium metal. So it's just the way the liquid electrolyte, we have a separator that separate the two electrodes. Similarly in the solid electrolyte, this is a dense ceramic separator. Once done, we'll release this. So when you will tap it, you will see the bottom part starts coming down. Now you can easily pull it off. So the powder has densified as a thick layer, right? And it's look very shinier also. Right? So now on the bottom side, we will add cathode. So this is the cathode that we have already weighed earlier. Now what we are just doing is we will add the cathode at the bottom. Now just tap it a little so as to make sure the powder spreads evenly everywhere. Another option is we can use one of these and just spread it. So the main idea is we want to make sure that it covers the entire area. So you can see. Now we have added the cathode, but we also wanted to make sure that there is a proper contact between the cathode and the solid electrolyte. So the step here is we will close this again and again densify it. So we'll pressurize it. So this time, last time we did 1 turns. This time we are going to go with 3 turns. Again, wait for a couple minutes.
So what happens if you do the, was it the cathode? Yeah, okay. What happens if you press that first and then press the solid electrolyte?
You can do
Is
that
that-
also, reverse
okay.
around here. So now we have 2 components that are ready. So we have electrolyte, we have cathode, and now we will add the third component. And finally, right now the cell has no voltage. The moment you add the third electrode, it's a full cell. So you have to be careful that you do not short it. So that time it becomes a little sensitive. So we'll release it. Let's check it. Now we have cathode at the bottom, solid electrolyte, and now we will add anode. So the anode we will add at the top. So here's the anode that we have weighed earlier. So this is graphite, and we will add the graphite anode at the top. Again, check that it should cover and spread evenly. Now we will add the last piece, that is the current collector at the top. And again we will pressurize the cell because we want a good contact between anode and the cell, the same way that we did for the cathode. But we have to be careful, now it's a full cell. So what we will do is, we will just isolate it. So we'll make it sure we have just to be extra precautious, I'm putting 2 weighing papers, one at the top and bottom, just to isolate the cell. And this time we'll go for 1 turns. Again, wait for a couple minutes. So your cell is ready. This is this entire solid state cell. So first step, just to make sure that the cell is not shorted, is we will do a voltage measurement. So we will measure the voltage across it with the help of a voltmeter inside. This is good. Now we will measure across the cell. So you can see some voltage, 3.4, 3.5 millivolts. Right? Now what we will do is, so this is a pressure setup. You will put the cell under certain pressure. So not too tight, we just want a little tight so as to make sure that everything is in contact. There is no liquid, right? So since we don't have a liquid in this case, you want to make sure the particles are touching each other. So that's why you need this pressure. And here's the cell, ready to test. Just check the voltage again. Yeah, 3.3 millivolt. Okay.